modern, bold, and provocative spin on a classic novel. Little Women, oh, such a big role in my life, I have to say, okay? And it just opened in Seattle Rep this week.
And today we're getting a glimpse of the production with actors Emilio Garcia and Austin Winter. How are you?
Hi.
Great.
Thank you both for being here. This is so wonderful. So tell us a little bit about the story of Little Women for those who are not familiar. And, you know, tell us about the modern twist.
Oh, yeah. Well, so Little Women is a book written by Louisa May Alcott, and it takes place against the backdrop of the Civil War about the March family and the 4 March sisters. And it kind of deals with love, loss, grief, all kind of themes very potent, I feel like, in a young person's life.
So Emilio playing Joe March. So tell us about the character and what you love the most about playing the character.
Oh, that's so hard because Joe is so iconic. Let's see, Joe March is kind of one of the protagonists of the story. She's a headstrong writer. She's got dreams. She's got passion. And I think one of my favorite things about playing Joe is just how much I get to own myself and the world that I live in and inhabit. She's not one to shy away from wanting to fill the entire world with her essence, and I very much enjoy getting to inhabit that every night.
Filling the world
Yes.
with her essence.
Come on, who didn't love Joe? I mean, just a real gem. And Austin, you are playing Lori. And tell us a little bit about the your first time at Seattle Rep. That's really exciting.
Yes,
Talk to us about the community and what you've been loving so far.
Well, the community is great. It centers around a family, and it's definitely felt like a family since I've gotten here. Emilio and I talked on FaceTime before we first got here, so I knew I had one friend at least. And, you know, the first rehearsal, everyone just clicked in to who these characters are, and it was just so warm and inviting that it's been a wonderful experience.
So now Seattle Rep built and designed all the sets and everything else. So you got to go into it. What can people expect? Your favorite parts of the set when you show up and you're like, wow, this is it. This is big. In the costumes. So what do we got?
Yes.
Well, Little Women takes place in multiple settings. So there's a bunch of costumes and a bunch of different locations. The costumes are designed by Anlyn Dauber, and the set is designed by Colette Pollard. So there's a lot of quick transitions that are really cool.
Wonderful. I think that always makes it so exciting when you're seeing live theater because you're in it, right? And then it changes really fast. You gotta like really stay with it. Now, I want to touch again on the modern twist that we can expect to see, and I want you both to describe to me why you think it is so important to see this different version of Little Women. Why is it important to showcase something like this?
Well, so this play, it still takes place in the Civil War era. However, the modern twist in it is that it is honoring the queerness and the identity of Louisa May Alcott, or as she was referred to by her family, Lou, and honoring the protagonist, Joe, and Joe's queerness and how Joe kind of identifies as a transmasculine person. I think it also deals really beautifully with Lori's queerness as well, and kind of talking about what it means to be queer in a period where we didn't have as much vocabulary as we do today. So that's kind of when people say, like, what's the modern twist? I'm like, well, the modern twist is that there's a lot of gay people in it. And we love that. Yeah. And just there's a lot of contemporary authenticity, I think, in the bodies that inhabit the roles and the actors that play the roles.
Yeah, Kate has a note in the play about the characters in this adaptation of Little Women being represented by America today because it's an American classic. And she makes a really important note that they're not polite. They're all fiercely defending what they care about and what they love and fighting for these relationships. So it's, again, the same story that we all know. It just has a little bit extra, which is great.
You've teed it up. The hype is there. Yeah. How do we see it? Where? Give us all the info.
So Little Women is at Seattle Rep. It's playing now through December 17th.
Wonderful. Okay. So before we leave, though, I have to know for each of you, what is a moment in the play, whether you're in that portion of the play or not, where you kind of are sitting within yourself saying, oh, I'm happy I'm here?
Okay, well, that's a hard question because I feel that for the whole play, which is not the right answer. But if I had to pick one moment, it's right at the top of the show. I'm facing the audience, and behind me, the curtain opens. I can't see it at all, but I can feel the entire ensemble behind me. And just, I can see kind of in the audience, I can just see their awe at like seeing the set open up and the curtains open up and the costumes and the little house and just like them being welcomed into the world. So I think right at the top is one of my favorite parts.
Wonderful.
Mine would have to be during the ball scene. Joe and Lori have this very non-grown-up dance that they have, which is really, really fun, and it's just a great time for me to connect with my friend on stage.
Oh, I love to hear that. I love the passion, too. It makes me really excited for both of you and for the performance. And thank you so much for being here with us, Emilio and Austin. Yes, you can catch Little Women from now until December 17th, and we have more info on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live. This is fun.